about 20 minutes from Stockholm airport.
Gothic brickstone church, very typical for the area. The monastery.
Built in the 11th century, it had been destroyed during Reformation.
Most Swedish are Protestants. It's the oldest town in Sweden. It's got 9,000 inhabitants, and this is the original street from 980 when the town was founded. Sigtuna is in the north of Malaran Lake. Capital, 1 million people.
Windsor is the name of the ship. Stockholm is built on 14 islands. Government for 9 million Swedish. The city was founded in 1252 because iron ore was discovered. Palace, the oldest building of Stockholm. The Nobel Prize is handed out in this building. Alfred Nobel invented dynamite here. Gustav Adolf. Central Bank, founded in 1666, it's the oldest central bank in the world. Gamla Stad means old town, old streets from the Middle Ages. The new buildings were built on the old foundations of the Middle Ages. Vaxholm in the archipelago, 30,000 islands. Ferry to Castle Island, once a defense against Russians from the 16th century on. Prison during the 18th and 19th century. Wooden buildings, as stone buildings were not allowed until 1912. Main square with town hall and tourist center inside. Vaxholm was once famous for fishing, as people had lived from it for hundreds of years. Beautiful cafe, famous for its Swedish pastry and cakes. Built in 1803. It's about an hour by ferry to go to Stockholm. A beautiful steamboat going to Stockholm. A beer, which normally is about 8 euros in Sweden, would be a bit more expensive here on the ship. Going through the archipelago. Stockholm built on granite. One of the patents was dynamite, which made Alfred Nobel a rich man. Stockholm is situated at the biggest of Swedish 95,000 lakes with 120 kilometers. Öland Island over the 6,072-meter bridge from Kalmar over the Kalmarsund. Borgholm is a very famous holiday destination for the Swedish. The best salmon sandwiches right here. Borgholm pedestrian zone. Town hall. One of the biggest Swedish yacht ports. Windmills. 150 years ago there were 2,000 of these here in Takaka. Now it's 350. In Karlskrona is the Marine Museum. There are several old warships outside. Ystad, where Nils Holgersson is from. The castle dates back to the 16th century. beautiful herbal garden, famous for its criminal stories, written by Kurt Kalander, who likes to have a coffee right here in Café Maria. 13th century, Market Square. A monastery church since the Reformation here in 1532. The oldest building in town. Get good luck when stroking the monk.
Warum bist du stolz, Schwedin zu sein?
Wir haben so viel Platz und Freiheit und wir haben eine Demokratie und da kann man sich freuen.
Malmö.
How do Swedish say hello? Hey, hey.
Karl X. Sweden has between 9 and 10 million inhabitants, of which 1.6 million are immigrants. The brick church is the oldest building in town. It's Protestant, as 80% of the Swedish are Protestants. A famous restaurant.
It's been 3 years since I knocked on your door, and I still can't know someone. I don't wanna.
Shoes of famous people. This is a very new and modern suburban living area where once the shipyard was. It's all newly built out here. Connecting Copenhagen and Malmö.
What do you like about Sweden?
I like the good weather in the summer especially, and it's mostly cold sometimes, but the weather here is nice and it's a clean country, and it's people here like it, and people are treated well here.
Okay.
Oh, running around is so tiring. I need a coffee. Cheers.
Varberg. The so-called cold baths with sauna. The old castle. Once a castle ditch, now a water fun park. North Sea. There is a museum in the castle.
Göteborg or Göteborg. The building in the background is called the Lipstick. Because of the pouring rain, the shopping center is packed. Göteborg Square and Cultural Center, biggest hotel of Northern Europe. The German church having a big community here. Canal of Göteborg. The Göta River outlet. North Sea. The Mastenhauer Church. Right here is the church and a wonderful view in the background. The Hager Quarter of Göteborg stayed like it used to be in the old days. Fjelbacka. Ingrid Bergman spent a lot of time here. She would always come back on her holidays. She was born in Stockholm and died in London. She had a daughter and twin girls with the Italian Rossellini. The street here is named after her. The Bergman bust by Gudmar Olofsson. The crevice is called Kungsklyfta. The former fishers' village Fjelbacka here has 850 inhabitants.
Kosterhaved. Kosterhaved Islands, a beautiful national park.
Warum bist du stolz, Schwede zu sein?
Weil Schweden ein fabelhaftes Land ist, qua Natur. Es gibt hier weniger Stress als in den meisten Teilen Europas. Und eigentlich sind wir für die meisten Besucher ziemlich offen und alle Leute hier in Schweden sprechen auch Englisch.
On the bridge is the border between Sweden and Norway, over the fjord. Gränna is famous for its sugar sticks and also for Gränna knäcke bread, although knäcke bread is generally famous all over Sweden. You can see how these sugar sticks are made in many of the little sugar shops here. The famous Götakanal.
Connects east and north coast of Sweden inland. So that's why it's very famous. It's got a length of 390 kilometers, of which 190 actually are canal only. There are 58 locks in the Götakanal.
There are 7 locks here, one behind the other one. They have to connect a difference in height of 18.8 meters.
Please give me thumbs up to support this video and future upcoming videos.
Please click on the bell in your YouTube section to be informed about the next videos coming up. Click on the link below for more pictures and videos on Facebook.
Coming up next, Finland. Discover more Scandinavia.